You can now receive guests. Okay. What's up, y'all? Come on in. You might well drop that right there. Come on in, y'all. You got it kind of high.
I do? When do I get no like that?
Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Someone hit the button, huh? You gotta say, nah, I can throw. Now she can throw. What's up, y'all? Peace.
I sent you a better one.
Okay. What's up, y'all? Come on in. Come in, share the live. Get a few people in here. I think we put this title up, man. I think y'all forgot about this. I know we don't think this because in so many people's minds, Christ came. That's why I say sometimes I have to really pump the brakes and really, we talk about coming down from the mountain, but really when you're having a conversation with a lot of people, man, if you believe Christ came, in your mind, Christ ain't coming back to debunk religion. This is what people think Christ created Christianity that everybody in. So if you think Christ created the Christianity and the churches and all this stuff, it's hard for you to believe Christ is coming back to debunk religion. This is like, that ain't even in people's minds. Some people be like, oh, damn, I ain't look at it that way. And that, like I said, man, that's the point of Mount Zion right now, y'all. It's the point of meeting Christ in the air, which is on a higher level. So you say you're rolling with Christ, you can't be rolling with religion. It's impossible. That's why all men gonna hate you. Because all men is a part of some sort of religion, some sort of cult. Schools of thought. So right now, y'all, you know what we bringing, man. Ain't nothing new, y'all. Ain't nothing new, man. But it's the raw truth, y'all. It's the raw truth. On the silver platter. All religions is wrong, man. Christ is debunking everything. Get that scripture where it says, behold, I make everything new. I don't know, like, these the breadcrumbs. Like somebody gonna show up and say, I will make everything new. So there's no religion on the face of this earth that's gonna stand when Christ is lifted up. So if you read Revelations 21:5, can everybody turn to Revelations 21:5 and we can read it together? Somebody will show up and make everything new. What if there's a little truth in all? That's a smart way to look at it. You see what I'm saying? Like when you know the truth, you can see that. I put it that way. That's why you can't be a part of none of that. If you have a little truth, the whole truth don't get with the little truth. That's why, we don't debunk. That's like I tell everybody, man, we read all books. We come up here and talk about the Quran. We can pull out the Quran right now, and we'll be walking the same walk we'll walk if we read the Bible. Because it's no lie without the truth. So a lot of times people wake up and we want to throw away everything. It's not about throwing away everything. It's about finding the truth. So you will pull from all these different places, but you won't be a part of it. But if everybody turn to Revelation 21, let's turn to Revelation 21. And what it reads, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are truth and faithful. So again, Christ ain't coming back to be a part of this. This will be old news. This old news. We got the new song. We got the new way. We have the old song. We got the new song. And that was Revelation 21 and 5. Right. So Christ again is making everything new. The first 10 people in. So this is what we're dealing with, y'all. So we have forgotten that Christ is coming back, or Christ is lifted up to destroy all religions. It's a scripture, y'all, that I read, and I know it go over people's heads. But Elijah had to defeat the prophets of Babylon. Moses had to defeat the Pharaoh musicians, which are all the same people. Christ had to debunk the scribes and Pharisees, which are the same people. You see what I'm saying? It's all the same people. So we have forgotten these things and why these things are written. Because we believe the stories. We now connect ourselves to the prophecy. So let's read how Christ made a show of all the people openly. Now, some people might say, well, y'all Jew, you on TikTok, brother. Well, what better open platform than TikTok? What better open platform than YouTube? What better? Right now, they got YouTube University. Some people learn how to build a house off YouTube. But Christ can't give you no truth on YouTube. No. You can learn how to fix your car. You can learn how to fix your house. You can learn how to fix your doors. You can learn everything. But Christ can't give you nothing on YouTube. Christ, it's impossible for Christ. Everybody else can teach on YouTube. The devil can teach on YouTube. The pastor can teach on YouTube. But when it comes to Christ, you can't do none of those things. Man, y'all vain imagination. So let's turn to the book of Colossians. Because when I say Christ will debunk religion, a lot of times we like to say, what Christ did in the past, which our standpoint is Christ never came. So we're going to get into this scripture again to bring forth the same thing that Moses had to do before the children of Israel left Egypt. Moses had to defeat the musicians. The same thing Elijah had to do to help the children of Israel recognize who God is real. He had to defeat the musicians, the prophets of Babylon and the prophets of Jezebel. The same thing that Christ had to do. Christ had to teach the people to be careful of the bread with yeast. Just like Moses' tricks look like the same. Moses' tricks look like the Pharaoh musician tricks. The people can tell who was actually from God and who was actually from Pharaoh. Christ said, be careful of the bread with yeast, because sometimes it sounds like the bread from heaven. It's hard to distinguish. So these things are happening right now. Christ is among you doing everything what? All the rest of the workers of the devil is doing. You see what I'm saying? That's what we don't get. The same, how you think the devil deceiving you? By coming on YouTube. How the devil deceive you? By coming on TikTok. How the devil deceive you? By what? Building a church. I ain't gonna do that. But simply by what? Speaking to you. So how God gonna give you the truth? God gonna speak to you. You should want God to be on TikTok. You should want God to be on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? You should want these things. Oh shit, I got on YouTube. But now we're a generation that don't want the truth because of our wicked ways. Because of our wicked ways, we don't want the truth. So what's happening to a lot of people that's a part of religion right now since Christ is walking the earth? Let's see. I'm in the book of Colossians. I'm in chapter 2. I'm in verse 14. Well, let's start at verse 13. Shit, let's start at verse 12. Because we so caught up in this hocus pocus, man. But if we're gonna start at 12. You know, it say, buried with him in baptism. All we know is Christ being buried. You mean to tell me the disciples got buried with Christ? What is that in the book? Show me in the book where Peter got buried with Christ. But Christ really got buried. Peter didn't. He lived on happily ever after, right? Christ was on the cross, but what about the disciples' cross? All they did was carry theirs. But Christ the only one got crucified. Christ the only one, you know, got the crucifixion and actually unalived on it. All the disciples had a cross. None of them was unalived on it. Some fishy. So it says, buried with him in baptism, wherein also ye are risen with him through the faith of the operation of God, who had raised him from the dead. Now I know we don't get Christ being raised from the dead, but that's a whole, like I say, I lose my point if I keep trying to, all the stuff come to my mind. Verse 13, and you being dead in your sins and uncircumcised of your flesh, had he quickened together with him, having forgiven you all trespasses. Verse 14, blotting out the handwriting of ordinance that was against us, which was contrary to us, and took it out of the way, nailing it to his cross. The handwritings, Christ had to nail to his cross, because what Christ is, what's the number one thing Christ is crucified for right now? Why do people put Christ open to shame? Because of what they read. The number one reason of why people reject Christ, put Christ to open shame, laugh at him, say he not Christ, is because of what they read. So the handwritings have to get nailed to the cross, because the handwritings is what bring on the crucifixion. You read, you didn't talk to Christ already. What a son of man gonna tell me when my Lord and Savior died on the cross 2,000 years ago? That's what we saying. A book got us saying that. That's madness, y'all. That's madness. So it says what? This is what I'm reading this for in verse 15. Having spoiled principalities and powers, because we don't war with flesh and blood. What do we war with? Principalities and powers. So somebody has to spoil, like, oh man, you know, some, like, you might eat meat all your life, but you don't eat no spoiled meat. So somebody have to come put this food and put it spoiled. So you can't eat it. You ain't gonna eat it no more. You're gonna be like, oh, so now you're gonna be looking for other food. But until somebody put a spoil, until somebody spoil the food that you are partaking in, you're gonna continue to eat it. So what do Christ do? And having spoiled principalities and powers, he made a show of them openly. That means he didn't have a church and call a bunch of members and say, listen to me. He went wherever the teachers was And what? Showed them the information just simply ain't shit. That's the best way to say it. Yep, that shit, man, it ain't shit, bro. Yep. It's spoiled, man. Throw it away. He simply said, throw it away. And they like, who is this? What Revelation 21:5 said? The one that sit up on the throne make all things new. Like I said, I ain't write the book, y'all. I ain't write the book. Didn't write the book, y'all. So verse 15, Colossians chapter 2 says, and having spoiled principalities and powers, he made a show of them openly, triumphing over them in it. Christ made a show of them openly, so you can see who God is real. Elijah destroyed the prophets of Babylon in front of Israel openly. Moses went and challenged the musicians openly in front of Israel, so Israel can what? See who God is real. So right now, when I ask the Hebrew Israelites, have you ever seen any camp leader challenge me? I got to travel thousands of miles, walk miles, chase these camp leaders down to have a conversation. Why do you think that? The Hebrew Israelites hate the white man. They'll have an interview with the white man before they talk to me. But hey, that's prophecy. Hey, that's prophecy. That's why I ain't mad. You know, damn sure ain't tripping. But again, making you aware of the prophecy. Because remember, once the devil understood that Christ wasn't breaking, the devil didn't make war with Christ. The devil made war with the remnant of the seed that had to be born like I was. And see, so like I say, these are these breadcrumbs, y'all. I hope I ain't talking over nobody's head. That when we look into this prophecy, and that's why, man, the prophecy of God is truly the third eye, man. I know I don't say that enough. Like, we talk about this third eye. A lot of that third eye stuff I didn't really come into until later. And when I settled down with the prophecy, because the prophecy had me on skates. I was like, oh man, this, and then it was an island shit. But so when you really have the all-seeing eye, y'all, when you are connected to God prophecy, because we have to understand that all lies stem from this prophecy. See, it's so deep. All lies stem from the Bible. What did the colonizers use? They used the book before you did. Like the colonizers used the book before you did. So everything we live in, everything we see in, the structure, the government, the parables, the allegory, the twists, is all in this book. It's all in the book. So like I say, y'all, when you really understand God prophecy, that's when you have the all-seeing eye. And everybody ain't got it because we blind.
Hey, man, you high as shit, homie.
Man,
you can tell your eyes, homie. You high as shit, bro, homie. Look at those
what
eyes.
You came up here for, bro?
Hey, man, look at those eyes, bro. How much you smoke?
All right, brother, man. Peace,
how much you smoke, man? Come on, how much you smoke?
No, nobody can defeat the truth. So what? You know how many people smoke herbs online?
You say your eyes is red?
You say low. Man, professional players, smoke marijuana before they play a professional game. You act like I'm on here pissing drunk or something. Like I'm gonna just slur. But, distractions, y'all, distractions. But like I say, man, the true all-seeing eye, y'all, is God's prophecy. That's why, what that verse in Colossians, in Corinthians, where it talks about, I didn't come with you with speech.
Yeah, passes things down on purpose.
Shit. If I was preaching, I sit down and smoke a joint while the music playing. Me, I ain't no pastor. I'm not that kind of pastor. So I did not come with you with fancy words. Is it this? I thought it was. I know it's 2 Corinthians. I make sure. I know I always pick 3. It might be no, it might be 1 Corinthians 2. That's what it might be. Yeah, 1 Corinthians chapter 2. It says, and our brethren, 1 Corinthians chapter 2. And our brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellent of speech. And our brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellent of speech. So this is not about having good speech. This is about what? Being able to see God's prophecy. And if you can see, you can talk. It ain't about studying. You can see, you can hear, you can talk. It has nothing to do with excellent of speech. It has nothing to do with know how to pronounce words. You able to pronounce the words because you can see. You able to pronounce the words because of what you heard. Like a baby. A baby don't read a book to talk. Well, how do kids learn how to talk? By looking and listening. So it says, and our brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellent of speech, or of wisdom, declaring unto you the testimony of God. So wisdom, throw it out the window. It was never about what? Wisdom. Everybody is coming with wisdom right now. And that's why they don't have a testimony. That's why they got to go read Peter's testimony. That's why they got to go read Matthew's testimony. That's why they got to read the book. They don't have a testimony. They don't have no testimony. They have wisdom and they have what? Fancy speech. But no testimony. They got to go read other people's testimony over and over and over and over. So it says, for I determined not to know anything among you, save Jesus Christ and him crucified. And I was with you in weakness and in fear and in much trembling. And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and power. What are people demonstrating? Stories that they read in the book. They not demonstrate power. They demonstrate craftiness. The serpent was more crafty of them all. So it wasn't in what? Enticing words. How many languages you speak, brother? Can you speak Amharic? Can you speak Hebrew, brother? Well, let me teach you Hebrew. This is demonstration in power. This is demonstration in power of the Spirit. Not with enticing words, not with wisdom, not with man wisdom. But the Spirit has enabled me to demonstrate and bring power. That's why I don't get no debates. I got witnesses. The Torah say all I need is 2 or 3. Let every matter be established. So let's establish the matter. Let's talk about it. Let's be men. Everybody laughing. So it says that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of man. Religion. Your faith should not stand in the wisdom of man. Religion. Christ didn't give your pastor that wisdom. So your preaching, all your teachers, nobody is being taught by a disciple. You've been taught by man and their wisdom, or what they think about Christ, what they think about Moses, what they think about the scriptures. That's their wisdom. So power and demonstration is going to help you do what? Get away from what? Man wisdom. This is why Christ will be debunking religion through power and demonstration, spoiling principalities, or powers and principalities, putting it to a spoil, let you know it's no good. It make you sick if you eat it. Verse 6. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 6. Howbeit we speak a wisdom among them that are perfect, ye not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. But we speak a wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory. God lets you know right there, it's a hidden wisdom. It ain't in the Bible. Read the Bible till you blue. Read it till you know every scripture. You still ain't gonna find the hidden wisdom. Because the hidden wisdom were ordained for certain people. It says, but we speak the wisdom of God. I'm sorry, verse 6 again. Howbeit we speak the wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world. That's why we don't follow dates. If we follow dates, we'll be of the world. But we don't follow dates, so we're not of the world. Because we don't have the wisdom of this world. But what are we speaking? Yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world. So we don't respect nobody in this world when it comes to wisdom. But why? Because what? But we speak a wisdom of God, verse 7, in a mystery. How you know Christ on earth? Shit, I got the mysteries. That's how you know Christ on earth. Shit, I have the mysteries. This is how we know Christ on earth. I have the mysteries. The mysteries have been unfolded. This is how we know what? God is among us.
What's going on, brother?
What's up? What's up? Peace, peace.
Peace and blessings.
What's going on? What you got for me tonight, brother?
Man, this your brother from Ethiopia.
All right, salute to you. Salute to you.
Well, I see my kings behind you.
Yep.
Hey, what you got going on with that? Tell me about it.
Well,
is that the son behind you? The young one over there? Is that the son?
I heard you say my kings. You didn't say our kings.
Oh, they're your kings too?
Yeah.
You know, we were never colonized because of them, man. All right.
I just want. So we don't consider Black Americans in NEGUS?
No, we actually do, because Black Americans they went from Africa, so
Yeah, they come from Abyssinia.
Yeah, Abyssinia. That was the former name of Ethiopia, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we've been taught in school. Is that Haile Selassie? That my king? Oh, okay. Can you move a little bit? Is that Haile Selassie over there?
Yeah, it's him.
Oh
Right there.
yeah. You see my profile picture?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
when I first seen it, I was laughing. I seen you with a cowboy hat.
You know, I gotta keep him like that here, man. A lot of shit going down here, you know.
So,
Oh, yeah.
are you actually in Ethiopia right now?
No, I'm actually in the States, in the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been here for like about 8 years now. I live in South Dakota.
All right.
So
So,
yeah.
do you know anything about the prophecy of really Christ returning back to Ethiopia to restore the monarch?
I actually have not. But I heard you say that once. And like, you know, there were a lot of Ethiopians that you invited to the live. I don't know. How were they accepting it? Were they accepting it?
Well, the people like what we have been told. Really, the people in the countryside know more about
Mhm.
what I'm talking about more than the people in the city. You know, like
Yeah.
they really saying more. Those are the more brainwashed Ethiopians. Really don't know too much
Uh-huh.
about history. But it's the people in the countryside.
Yeah,
You know,
man. I'm from
who
the
truly
city, so
understand what
like,
we're
you
talking
know,
about,
yeah,
huh?
I'm from the city, so I probably won't know about what you're talking about. If you could
Hmm.
tell me, man.
Hmm.
Who's bright eyes? Ya berra ain. Who's that? That Ethiopian? Bright eyes.
No, that's the sister that's she with us. She a part of our movement.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. It says ya berra ain. I can even speak Amharic. She
Okay.
thinks I'm an imposter. All right.
So what you
All right,
got any
bro.
questions for me, brother?
I got no questions for you. You know what? I feel like, you know, I'm a Christian myself, and I've been here for a while now, and, you know, the Christianity that I know, and, you know, it's more on like white based Christianity, you know what I mean? They
Okay.
try to, you know, they try to portray Jesus as white, they try to portray the good things as white and bad things as black, you know? And I don't like that either. But yeah, man, I'll just be down there and I'll be listening to you if you want to talk about it, all right? I don't want to take space for people who actually have questions and stuff and they want to be in a live, you know what I mean?
All right. All right. I'm gonna give you a follow, brother. Appreciate you for coming up,
All right,
man.
bro.
And,
Yeah, got you, brother.
all right. Peace, man.
Yeah.
Let set this thing up a little different. Where we disconnected? Oh, what we got? Okay.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
What's going on? Peace.
It's kind of interesting. You got all those kings behind you. I was just wondering. I wanted to tell you something about like if you know about the how those kings became kings and where it all starts.
Oh yeah, bro. I wouldn't have him up there if I ain't know nothing about him.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
So you're familiar with the Aksumite kingdom then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
The era, the the era of princes. You know, the king in 1868 that came after the era of princes. Um, but like man, when it comes to history, people have their own view of it. But what I really got these people up here is to show Bible prophecy. You know, like these kings is King of Kings. They sat on King David's throne.
Yeah.
So
But do you know? Do you know how
so
they?
hold on, so
Yeah.
slow down. So the prophecy is to restore King David's throne. That's what we need to know. History is history. What we need to know right now, that Bible prophecy is about restoring the throne of David in Ethiopia. Nobody seems to know that.
I'm Ethiopian myself, but we have. I don't know. I mean, there's something. Some of the kings out there are like not exactly how they. Some of them are kings through the bloodline, but some of them are like claim to be. Like uh, like for example, Haile Selassie, I don't think he's direct descendant of King David. That's what he claims to be, but I don't think he is, because how did he get to? Because if you look at how the rest of them are like descendant of King David, and then Haile Selassie is just like a little bit different how he became to be a king. If you know who was Haile Selassie is, right?
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. So he.
Well, yeah, like once the Haile Selassie got on the throne, once she passed away.
Yeah.
Once he went to war with her husband passed away, and I think a few weeks later she passed away, and then he became the emperor. So he was so in a way you're right, But like I said, he that was his position. A lot of people get emotional about Haile Selassie, but like I say, in a way you're right. Like I said, he didn't really. He wasn't chosen to be on the throne. He went down the throne.
Some of them are chosen, but some of them like Haile Selassie are not. And at the same time, I think our brothers from Jamaica kind of like look up to him, but he was just a human being who was in power, But I think they have like a little bit misunderstanding of like connecting it to Marcus Garvey, how he said that there would be an African king and stuff like that. And I think there's a little bit misunderstanding, but like there are some Jamaicans that live in Ethiopia in a certain area called Shashamale. Well, we love them, no problem, but we want them to know the true God, not Haile Selassie. You know what I mean? We don't want them to worship Haile Selassie. He's just a human being who is in power.
Well, and see, this is what we try to tell people too, because we don't have these kings up here to worship them. We don't worship them. But at the same time, that's like we don't worship David. We don't worship Solomon. But we still respect them as kings. A lot of African Americans know nothing about the Ethiopian kings. And again, this is David's throne. This is what the Bible is connected to. You see what I'm saying? So at the same time, by us not knowing this, Africa can never be united without the throne being established.
I see where you're going.
You see what I'm saying? But see, the Bible talks about David's descendants doing evil, not truly knowing God. See, this is what the Bible clarified. Our ancestors went against God. This is why we don't have David's throne. So again, we don't worship these people. We bring in awareness. We bring in education. So people can understand what's actually about to take place.
No, just the bars.
Oh, no. Well, hey, anyways, I like your point in terms of like unity and stuff like that. But I as long as you know what I'm talking about, it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting. Not many people know this stuff.
Correct, man. So I appreciate you coming up, brother. I'm gonna give you a follow.
All right then. Later.
All right, brother. Peace, man. I don't know if I should let that on my. No, he ain't come up. So I damn sure don't know what the hell I was talking about before I got interrupted. But why I stopped there? I was in verse 7 in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 7. And I was reading, it says, but we speak a wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory. So a lot of people saying they follow in the Bible to receive the word of God. This is why we tell people the word of God is not in the Bible. because the word of God is not in the Bible, because the word of God comes from the Spirit. You know, so if people are teaching us, we are getting the word from the book. You see where the deception is coming from. That's why Christ nailed the handwritings of ordinance that was against us to the cross. But we got another guess, y'all. We got another guess. And I want to just read verse 8. It says, which none of the princes of this world knew. The princes didn't even know this information. So how you think people who are reading the Bible know it? The princes of the world knew. It says, for which none of the princes of this world knew. For had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. It's like jumping in the water, you know, and you're gonna drown. If they truly knew the information that we have right now, there's no way they would crucify. But they don't know. Forgive them, Father. They don't know. What DMX say? They don't know. Da-da, da-da. Who we be? Da-da, da-da.
Good evening, my brother.
What's going on, brother? Peace, peace.
Are you accepting guest up to answer your prompt on there, or how you got your live hosted?
Well, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of, you know, I definitely want to deal with the title first, and then after that we can get into a conversation.
Oh, okay. I heard your name go around a little bit. You the brother that claims that you're Christ?
I don't think that's me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because Jesus never existed.
Nah, I'm just messing with you, bro. That's me.
Oh. Well, how can you be Christ when God said that he would bring up Jacob before you get to Jesus in Genesis chapter 46 verses 2-4?
Well, I ain't say I was Jesus. You said that.
No, I'm saying because I heard your name go around on all these panels.
I know, but I ain't never say I was Jesus. I ain't come 2,000 years ago. I'm 39.
Jesus never, you say 39. Well, Jesus never existed.
You're right about that. That's what I also tell people, because the prophecy was for the last days.
Right, in Genesis chapter 49, you're speaking of, huh?
Yeah, where it says the stone gonna come from Joseph.
Yeah, that's the stone of Israel is Joseph. You're right on
No,
that.
the stone of Israel comes from Joseph. Joseph represents a generation.
No, Joseph is the son of Jacob. He blessed Joseph.
I know, but Joseph is a generation. That the Bible is written in parables and allegory. The Bible is not. So the Joseph story is the Christ story, but it's written in a parable. You know,
I don't see the book of Genesis as a parable. That's the only book that deals with reality out of that library of books and that so-called Holy Bible.
Do you want to hear a mystery?
Go ahead. Let me hear it.
You got your Bible with you?
Yep.
Turn to Daniel 8:26.
I don't believe in no other books outside of Genesis.
Well, I don't think we got too much to talk about then, my brother. I think you got it made then. Shit, if you that cold with it, my brother, hey man, hey, be my guest, bro.
Yeah, there was too many contradictions, brother, from Genesis.
Hey, well, bro, but the verse I was going to reference Genesis. That's the verse I'm going to reference Genesis. It's gonna help you understand Genesis, because trust me, I put my bottom dollar on it. You don't understand Genesis, brother. I put my bottom dollar on it, and I can show you within 60 seconds you don't understand Genesis.
Show me. Go stick with just Genesis now. I only believe
that's what
in
I'm
Genesis.
saying, but I still have to go to a precept.
You can't precept prophecy. God gave prophecy and everlasting covenants only in Genesis.
Brother. I'm going to one verse in Daniel that's going to reference Genesis. I'm not leaving Genesis. We stand in Genesis. I'm just referencing the verse, so I ain't got to do too much talking. I don't like to do too much talk. I like to make it crystal clear. And if I can make it crystal clear with few words, that's just what I prefer to do.
Oh yeah, I understand, bro. Yeah.
So if you go to Daniel 8:26, it's gonna help you understand Genesis chapter 1 like you never understood it before.
Well, I understand Genesis chapter 1. That's the.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead. What you was
What-
gonna say?
Genesis chapter 1 is God's creation in 6 days. I understand that.
Okay. What creation?
Heaven and earth.
What heaven and earth?
Heaven and earth, where you go walk outside, you look up, there's water, there's the firmament above us, and you walk outside, you step your foot on earth.
Okay, so Genesis is talking about the creation of the beginning of time, right?
The creation of heaven and earth. Yeah, I guess you could say it like that.
Beginning of time. Okay, so that's why I want you to read Daniel 8 and 26, and you're gonna understand Genesis 1 like you never understood it before, because that's not true. But go ahead. I just want you to read it.
Oh no, I don't read no other books outside of Genesis.
Oh, so you want me to read it?
Oh yeah, I don't read no other books. Yeah.
Okay, you're a bad man, brother. You're a bad man, bro. One day I'm gonna get there. One day I'm gonna get there, man. But
you have a
Daniel 8 and
nationality,
26,
brother?
right? Huh?
Do you have a nationality?
Not really. I'm a righteous man of God.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in this generation, all we have is the knowledge of good and evil.
Yeah. You know, last time I checked, that was forbidden for Adam. All Adam need to know is life.
Right. All he knew was good. Him and Eve, all they knew was good before the serpent beguiled and deceived.
Okay. So we're in Daniel 8 and 26, and it reads, and the vision of the evening and the morning, which was told, is true. Wherefore, shut up thou the vision, for it shall be for many days. Did you catch that?
Okay, can you repeat it?
And the vision of the evenings and mornings, which was told, is true. The vision of the evening and mornings. Now, Moses didn't read a book to write Genesis, right? Moses got it from the Creator, and then Genesis was written, right?
No, Moses never existed. He could never give the laws because Jacob blessed and prophesied.
Moses or whoever wrote Genesis got it from the Father first, right?
We speaking of the Father, because God never called himself to be the Father.
The higher power. I don't know what name you call it, but the higher power.
I say God or the Most High.
Okay, the Most High. So whoever wrote Genesis got it from the Most High.
Well, who's to say that God didn't write Genesis himself?
Because God is spirit. You don't believe that?
Oh yeah, I only believe in the spirit of God. That's Genesis chapter 1, verse 2.
So you ever seen a spirit pick up a pen? I seen men pick up pens. I seen women pick up pens. I never seen a spirit pick up a pen.
But God is the creator. Why wouldn't you think that he could write Genesis?
Because the spirit don't pick up a pen. The spirit will make a man or a woman write Genesis. The spirit ain't gonna write Genesis.
Yeah, that's why I say it's inspired by God, because I always get the question.
So that's what I'm okay. So my point is, whoever created Genesis, they didn't read a book to create it, right?
Ask that question again.
Whoever wrote down Genesis, they didn't read a book to write it.
They read Genesis can't nobody know who's the author of Genesis.
Okay, so my point is they didn't get it from another book, right?
No, there wasn't even no books in the time of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It was just like a biography told about them.
So the standpoint of Genesis is not the standpoint of you reading it. Your standpoint, because you have been lied to, you read it as history.
Yeah, right. Because I'm gonna see the Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
But it's a vision. No, Genesis 1 is a vision.
You talking about Genesis chapter 1?
That's why Daniel 8 went over your head.
No, because that's not no vision. That's reality. The book of Genesis only deals with reality.
I'm gonna read the first parts of the scripture I read, and I want you to catch it. And the vision of the evening and the morning. Where do you find the evening and the morning in the Bible?
Well, the creation story, it says evening and the morning, but that can't explain what God did as his creation, because we see it every day. Vision
and the vision of the evening and morning. You didn't even know the evening and morning was a vision.
No, that's not a vision. That's reality, because we got the morning. In the morning, I get up, In the evening, I'm doing something in the evening.
Brother, but listen, brother, the person that wrote Genesis was not writing from your standpoint as a reader. He was writing from the standpoint of the Most High revealing a vision to him. So
Well,
he wasn't
that's
writing
literal.
to teach you history. The person who wrote Genesis was writing to reveal God's vision of what? A new creation.
The book of Genesis is a biography about the seed of Adam.
Okay, my brother. Stay in Genesis, my brother. Stay in Genesis.
Oh, most definitely. I sure will, because there was a contradiction between Genesis and Exodus. And Moses couldn't have given the law because Jacob blessed Judah to be the lawgiver.
Brother, he was gonna be the lawgiver until Shiloh comes, which is Joseph. And Joseph was gonna take it away to usher in the stone that the builders refused. So that's what I think you're doing. Refusing the stone.
No. I'm not refusing the stone at all.
So I want to
Because
ask you this. Do you believe in the stone of Israel?
yeah, that's Joseph, the stone of Israel.
Well, God said he gonna place the stone in the midst of Israel, right?
No, he
And
didn't say that in Genesis.
whoever believe upon him would never be ashamed, right?
No, God ain't never said that, because Genesis is the only book where God speaks in.
Okay, my brother. Well, man, I appreciate you coming up, man. Good luck on your journey, brother.
Oh, most definitely, bro. You
Got
too
a
as
lot of
well,
work to
man.
do.
I done debunked the whole Bible already.
Oh, you got a lot of work to do. Well, you got to come back and debunk Daniel 8 and 26 and let us know what it means.
Well, the evening and morning, we know what the morning is. You wake up in the morning, don't you?
Nah, but Daniel says it's a vision. I just want you to debunk it, like break it down. Tell me what it means. Yeah, but I want you to meditate on it and think about it. Go read it and do your research and come back with some solid information.
I mean, we could break down it right now, because the morning is literal. It's not a vision. It's literal. And the evening is literal as well. The morning starts around
So what
6
about the night?
a.m. It's nighttime right now. Look outside, it's dark.
I know what I'm saying. So why don't have evening, morning, and night?
I don't know why I don't have it in Daniel, but God created the
No,
light.
I'm saying
and
why
it was
don't have it in
darkness.
Genesis first?
It was darkness before God created light.
But if it got an evening and it got a morning, that means the sun for it to have a morning, it had to be at nighttime, right? You can't have a morning without night.
It was darkness. It was darkness first before there was light.
Okay, but it was evening and morning. It was the first day. It was evening and morning. It was the second day. So it was multiple days. So you had to have a nighttime, right? Because night divides the day, right?
Yeah, the moon rules the night. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so night divides the day. So right now, why don't say nighttime then?
Because the book of Daniel goes against prophecy in Genesis.
Genesis 1 don't say nighttime.
There is
one
night.
thing
God
it say it
called
was darkness on the waters.
Yeah, there was darkness.
It say
It's
dark
night.
waters.
The darkness is called night.
That's what it say in Genesis 1?
Yeah, the darkness is called night.
Let me see. I ain't read Genesis 1, man.
Verse 5.
Okay,
God
yeah,
called the
okay,
light
you're right.
day,
Yeah,
and the darkness
he called light day, he called dark night. And the evening and morning were the first day. And the firmament was died. But then after that, it don't say night no more. It keeps saying evening and morning. Because my point was trying to show you, it keeps saying evening and morning. It keeps saying evening and morning.
Right.
It never mentioned night. So evening and morning can't be literal.
It is literal. You don't have a morning where you at, man? you know the sun will rise up in the morning for you, brother.
But brother, brother. The 7-day creation that this person is writing about is the new creation that's spoken about. in the vision.
So you saying that the whole creation of God, what God created in the beginning of Genesis chapter 1, is a vision? It's not. You saying it's not literal?
No, because I know you don't read Revelation, so I'm trying to keep my precepts as short as possible. But it's a new heaven and new earth, because the old heaven and old earth has what? Passed away. That's the dark waters. The old heaven and the old earth have became dark. That's the dark waters. So
When you say pass
God
away,
is bringing somebody out of there to bring in a new heaven and new earth. That's why the scriptures talk about these things. It's just a vision of how it's just a way the vision was told.
the earth, well, the earth won't. There won't be a new earth and a new heaven. God already established that in Genesis chapter 8, verse 22. He said, "While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease."
But brother, when it talk about a new creation, it's talking about the government.
Oh, you talking about the legal system?
Well, no, it's talking about the government. That's why Christ comes with the government on his shoulder. So it's talking not really the legal system, but it's talking about the world government. That's really what you talking about. That's the change that's gonna be in the earth. You know,
They speak like with the United Nations and their Declaration of Human Rights and all that.
yeah, that's the change. That's the changing of the new heaven, which is your mind, and earth is what we dwell. That's finna change. That's the new heaven and the new earth. It's not an actual. We're not gonna get new land. It's gonna be the same dirt. It's gonna be the same trees.
Right, yeah, the earth not going nowhere. All heaven right above us is the firmament.
No, heaven is a state of heaven is a state of mind, brother. That's you know
Genesis
that's why,
chapter 1. I used to think
that's
like
why-
that too, brother. I used to think like that too, but
no,
God, yeah, it's not. Heaven is the firmament. God called the firmament heaven.
brother. At the time of God's judgment, it was gonna be a separation, brother. You know, you was gonna have because the waters above the firmament is the pure waters. They undefiled. They untouched. So it's a separation God is making right now. That's all again, this is a prophecy, brother. Until you look at Genesis 1 as a prophecy, it'll be hard to explain these things to you, brother.
It's the creation. How can it be a prophecy when it's the creation? That's literally God creating heaven and earth. He's saying out his own mouth.
Yeah, but the only thing you messed up on is when these things gonna be done, brother. That's all I'm saying. When these things gonna be done, that's all you messed up on.
Are you talking about when
Genesis 1 is something that's taking place right now as we speak?
No, that happened already. That happened in 6 days. God done created heaven and earth already. That's done with. After the 6th day, that was it. He rested on the 7th
brother.
day.
Like I said, you're gonna have to explain Daniel 8 and 26 then. Why is the evenings and mornings considered a vision?
It's not. That's why I'm saying every book after Genesis are fictional.
Okay, so let me know the fictional about Daniel 8 and 26. That's all.
Because you're saying that evening and morning is
I'm not
is a
saying
vision.
that. I'm reading it. I'm reading,
right.
And you got to understand, like the person in Genesis was rejected.
Who the person you talking about?
Whoever was the writer of Genesis. Who like I don't know how you separate Genesis and the Torah. Like I said, I ain't finna get into all that, man. That's too far fetched for me. But at the same time, you know, the person that's over the Torah, he was rejected, you know, by his peers. The people who he brought this message to, they rejected this message. So when you read in Daniel 8 and 26, you know, because again, the Torah, or the person who brought the Torah, was kind of one of the first priests to bring the prophecy and the understanding. But when you go to Daniel is really, if you pay attention to what's being said, Daniel is highlighting shit. Everybody thought this vision wasn't true. Because if you go back to the verse, it says, and the vision of the evenings and mornings, which was told, is true. So he's saying it is true because everybody thought it was what? A lie.
Yeah,
So the whole Genesis story, most people didn't even believe it. It was like, what the hell, this nigga, they ain't believe that, because it was a vision. It wasn't about what God created in the beginning. It was too far fetched for people to believe. But certain prophets, who God was working upon, they came to the realization like, oh shit, it's true. So it says, wherefore shut up the vision, for it shall be for many days. Verse 27, and I, Daniel, fainted and was sick certain days. Afterward, I rose up and did the king's business. But I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it. So Daniel ain't just talking about no evening and morning, like, I wake up, it's the sun.
Yeah, that's what morning
talking about
is.
a vision that he's astonished at. It made him sick.
That's what the
You see what I'm
morning
saying?
is.
So this is a vision, brother.
Well, it can't be a vision in Genesis chapter 1 because that's creation. A vision, the morning is not a vision. I go outside in the morning, I see the sunlight. I go outside at night, it's dark outside. That's not a vision. Evening time, that's when the sun starts to set. That's literal. We dealing with reality. That's why the book of Genesis only deals with reality. Every book after Genesis is fiction.
Hold on to that, brother. That's all I can tell you on that. Hold on to it.
Oh, definitely, bro.
Hold on to it, brother. That hold tight. Don't let go.
Yeah. Oh, I won't.
Yeah, because like we way past that, brother. I want to ask you this: do you believe in David's descendants?
Oh no, David never existed neither because David never existed.
So is the priesthood real?
No, because Levi don't give the law. Judah give the law, so it couldn't go through.
So is the priesthood real? Yes or no?
No.
So it's no priesthood.
Nah.
It's a king.
Yeah.
So who is the king?
I'm the first king over Israel.
Oh, you the king.
Yeah, I'm the king that God told Abraham that would come out the loins, and that he told Jacob would come out the loins.
Okay. And when you found this out?
Father Israel confirmed that for me. And Genesis chapter, you go all the way to
No. When did you find it out?
This year.
Oh, this year.
But yeah.
Okay, how old you are?
I'm 26.
26. And what makes you king?
Because I come out the loins of Judah.
You the only one?
Nah.
So what about the other ones? They kings too?
Yeah, they got more kings out there. One of my brothers, yeah, he's
so
king.
So who the king of kings?
Right now, I'm the first one.
So you the king of kings?
Yeah.
Okay. So the other king's gonna be with you?
Well, most definitely.
Okay. Well, when you got some with you right now, you got some of the kings with you. So they have joined you yet? Oh, it's too early.
Not around. Yeah, it's too early right now.
Too
Yeah,
early
we
right
just
now,
becoming. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna follow you, and I'm gonna see how strong you get.
Most definitely, brother. We building nation building, man.
Yeah. And then so where your kingdom gonna be?
In Canaan.
In where?
In Canaan.
Where that's at?
The land of Canaan that God promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Where is that though? Tell me on the map.
She got to be somewhere down south, because America is ancient Egypt.
I want to visit. So you a king? You don't know your kingdom gonna be? You ain't seen your land yet?
Nah, because we've been afflicted 400 years and we coming out in this fourth generation like God told Abraham.
So God gonna give you a land somewhere in the south?
Yeah, the land of Canaan.
But Abraham ain't had no land before he went into captivity?
No, God gave him the land of Canaan. He told
So where's the land then?
Yeah, it's somewhere down south. They didn't change the maps.
So you don't know where the land at?
Not at the moment. God will bring us there. He will deliver us like Joseph said.
At least you honest, brother. But trust me, brother, you got a lot of work. You know any people behind us?
No, I don't know none of them.
You know none of them?
Look like Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks right by your neck.
Rosa Parks.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Nah,
hell no. She own buses. She ain't ride no bus.
Oh.
Yeah, she ain't ride no buses.
Yeah, I don't know.
She could have been the owner.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. So these are people that proclaim to be from the bloodline of Solomon and the bloodline of David.
Well, they never existed then.
But no, these people existed.
If they come from the bloodline of David, no, they didn't, because David never existed.
Well, brother,
You know, David went against the laws of Moses.
Hey, brother, listen. They ain't go to a white man's school. They didn't even go to church. But they proclaim to be. Now, these people wrote treaties. These people commanded hundreds of thousands of men at the command of their voice. You see what I'm saying? So these people got validity. Now, all these men and women was here between the 18 and 1900s. So these ain't no 1500, 1300 BC pictures.
Shit, they look like it.
That's why I'm telling you, because I know people be like, shit, man, what that is? They're like the 1200s. No. This is the 18 and 1900s, brother. You see the cornrow? This brother got cornrows, man. You see that?
Yeah, I see it.
These were kings, brother. Black kings, never been slaves.
Okay. Well, were they the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob?
Brother. This is what they proclaim.
Okay.
Why we don't know about them?
Because I've never seen them. I don't know about them. The history been lied to. They didn't change history, or they didn't indoctrinate us to learn about the Gentiles. So I never heard about them at all. Now, I know about history that's written in Genesis. I know about that history. Yeah, that's our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So
just check this out, brother. Just hold on to this, man. And I do have some more guests want to come up.
Okay,
but if you don't know about stuff that happened 200 years ago, how can you know about stuff that happened 10 million years ago?
Oh, but the earth not 10 million years old.
Well, when did Genesis happen?
You speaking like for the end of or the beginning of it? The beginning. That's the first, like about 4,000, 5,000 years ago.
About four. Okay.
Maybe 6.
It's good you got your own mind. I tell you that, brother. It's very good. But hey, I'm telling you, but don't run with what you believe in. Humble yourself, brother. And
brother, it's what I know, because this is what God said. Only God speaks in the book of Genesis.
Brother, God don't talk through no book, bro. This ain't Harry Potter, brother. God,
he don't, because he talked to me. He talked to me in 2023, and I seen 2 of his angels. No, he talked to me while I was in the jail cell. That's when he talked to me.
Okay, so why are you going to a book now? Why you don't go to?
Because this is history,
brother. Listen, that's just like saying, LeBron James talked to me through Facebook, but he outside. I'm gonna go get on my phone and text him on Facebook, and LeBron outside. Brother, if you was truly talking to God, you wouldn't go back to the book.
Well, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob didn't have a book when they was alive at that time. But God spoke to me, and I seen 2 of his angels in my lifetime. He didn't go and tell me like he told the prophets to go tell me. He didn't tell me to go tell them what he told me, like the prophets do.
Y'all see why I have to have Mary Jane next to me.
Nah, bro, you got the smoke. We got the breath of life in us, brother. I just stopped smoking myself December 18th, man. I didn't try. This is my second time stopping. Brother, smoking ain't good for us, brother.
I'm not
religious. Now you can make the tea now. Make the marijuana tea. Make it as a tea, but smoking is bad because we have the breath of life within us.
Hey, you know what my breath of life at? In my words, they give life.
No, the breath of life is God gave us when he breathed into the nostrils of man. That's why we have lungs. You know, that's the breath of life is in us. You know, that's the breath of life.
Death, brother. Life and death is in the tongue, brother.
No, it ain't.
All right.
Life and death is reality.
Well, young brother, like I said, man, you know, hold on to what you got, bro. But if you really want to know the truth, let go of what you got. Humble yourself. And get ready to listen, brother.
No, I'm standing on Genesis, brother. I'm standing on what the Lord said.
Well, hey, brother, hold on to it, brother. You know, hold on. I got a few other guests, brother. So, You want to hold on to Genesis, brother? You know, you got it
Oh,
all.
definitely.
You know, I can't. Hey, that's how you
I ain't
feel,
saying I
brother.
know
More
it all
power to
now. I
you.
don't know how to do. I'm not an
Oh, you
electrician,
got
so I
it.
don't know
Hey,
it
brother,
all. But
if,
when
if
it
you the
comes,
firstborn, you supposed to know it all.
so you telling me I'm supposed to know how to do electric work, and I never learned how to do it
I
ever in
ain't
my
say
life?
that. I'm talking about you supposed to know the things pertaining to God. You supposed to.
Oh
Have.
yeah,
You supposed to have the
definitely.
answers. And Genesis
Yeah,
ain't the answers, brother.
it's the only answer.
Okay.
It's the only answer, brother.
All right, brother.
But I appreciate you
All
having me
right,
on,
man.
brother. You enjoy
No
your night,
problem, brother. I
man.
appreciate you coming up, man. Appreciate your humbleness. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, brother was humble. He wasn't even no asshole. But boy, I heard it all, man. Well, man, boy, I wish I could play that Big Crick right now, man. I done heard it all. It is you and your dogs. I done heard it all. Who listen to Big Crick, y'all? Y'all listen to that Big Crick. I done heard it all. Man, we done heard it all, y'all. King ambassador of my father's business. KT.
I think moving was waiting longer.
Yeah, he was up here all last night.
Oh, he was okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna let him up. Now he gone. I done heard it all. You say I ain't listened to it enough yet. You got a song on there, man. I done heard it all. It is you and your dog. I done heard it
Yo,
all.
yo.
What's going on? Peace, peace.
Hey, don't let that man stop you from taking your manna, bro. Don't let God made that. Like a lot of people always say something about the things that God done created. Ain't no way that the seed was created by man, right? Like if
What you
anybody
talking about?
ever
Like you said,
says
the seed. What you mean the seed?
you said the marijuana seed, he said you shouldn't smoke. I was listening to y'all last conversation.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's impossible for anybody other than God to make that, right? Impossible. So don't ever let nobody ever take your manna away.
Oh man,
You know?
I'm not shit. You ain't gotta worry about that, homie.
Right.
Yeah, you ain't gotta worry about that,
Right.
bro.
Like if he read the Bible, he would know he wouldn't even have said anything to you because it came from a seed.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a chemical, right? It came from a seed. So at the end of the day, if you follow your walks, you all right. I just want to let you know that like don't let nobody take your manna away from you.
Mm-hmm.
You
No doubt,
know,
brother.
God
No
gave you
doubt.
that for you to, for you to have your peace. The burning bush.
That's what's up, brother.
You like how I did that, right? Nah, but for real, I'll be, I know my shit. Like, I don't never go against you. You know, we might have our differences, but I don't go against you when you're not wrong. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
I never
man.
go against you when you're not
Brother.
wrong.
Salute.
Nah, I just came and holler at you to say what's up.
All right, brother, man. Salute to you.
All right,
Appreciate
broski.
it, man. Peace.
Hey, we gotta link up. Look. Hey, we gotta link up one day when I'm in one of your cities. What you in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta.
All right. Next time I come down to Atlanta, man, I be traveling a lot though. I be around a lot. Be doing different things. But if I come down to Atlanta, I'm gonna come holler at you.
All right. All right. That's what's
All
up,
right,
brother.
that's a bet.
All right.
All right, bet.
Peace.
All right.
Why Ethiopia is the biblical Israel. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's going on? Peace.
Peace, brother. You and I just heard you say you in Atlanta. I just did my best stuff in Atlanta about 6 months ago.
You did your what?
My best stuff in Atlanta?
You say your best stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Oh, you have to go
Oh,
click on my
okay.
page.
All right, I got you. I got you. Okay, I got you.
You know, the weather had changed in Atlanta. It was different for a little while, like it never be.
Yeah, I ain't from Atlanta though, so
How long you
you know.
been? Was you there like 6 months ago?
Huh?
Was you there like 6 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, see how that weather had changed?
Shit, I be doing so much shit. You talking when it
You
got
don't
real
even be
cold?
paying. No, it just kept raining like every week just kept going out, just tornadoes, everything. Just got tore up real bad, just out of whack.
All right. Atlanta's so big, man. You gotta be really moving around to keep up with all the shit going on in Atlanta.
Yeah, I was working over there by the belt line, and I was staying over there like by Jonesboro. But I'm back in Texas now, though. I had to keep on moving.
Okay. Okay.
I've been listening to your conversation. I just want to ask, like, where you, like, what's your source of information, and what brought you to believing that it's something that's different than what most believe.
I guess I would say God. In layman's terms to help people understand. I'm definitely believing in a higher power. And it was just
Hmm.
simply a man seeking righteousness and seeking help. Health. Once I changed my diet, man, and really, was seeking out change. You know, I picked up the book because when I went to my people about the diets and changing our diet, the first thing they said, God made everything clean. So when I picked up the book and I read it for the first time, I went to the book of Daniel. And the book of Daniel it's called the Daniel fast. Well, you don't eat no veggies. I mean, no meat. And you just eat veggies and water, and it make you
Right.
smarter, stronger, and faster. I'm like, why the hell we wasn't taught that? So that put me in a mind frame that shit. If you're not gonna teach me how to be stronger, smarter, and faster by putting the right food in my mouth, it's nothing you can ever tell me. You can't tell me about no God if you're not gonna teach me how to physically heal myself. You see what I'm saying? So that kind of put me in a box, and then a lot of information was out. We the children of Israel, we the people of the Bible, so that made me see. But like I said, I was in that box because the Bible say let every man be a liar, but we don't do that. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? But I did that without even knowing that. And see, that kept me away from all kind of doctrines. Because if you
Right.
weren't teaching about vegan, and see the time when at the time I was awakening, shit, wasn't too many vegans.
Uh-huh.
So that just put me in a little box, man, to where I just really seeked out righteousness. I wanted to understand who I was, where I come from, if we are the children of Israel, what we got to do, and those things. Like I said, I really wanted to know.
So you would say that just the nature you was born in, the book was just giving you revelation of what you was already walking in the way that you was thinking.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I felt the same way when I received the Holy Spirit. I felt the same way. It's just like it was just revealing things I had thought about, what was inside of me, and just giving me like further affirmation on the way that I already was. Not to sound arrogant or defiant, but that's pretty much what it was. But I will say that it's not an average book. It's not just like a book that it's something. We can't just disregard it like it's nothing.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's prophecy. Like the Bible is the Bible, man, is once it's a whole different level to the Bible.
Right.
And once you really reach that level, you give so much respect to the people who
Uh-huh.
had the vision.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like the Bible, man, made me believe and like because when you really get into understanding the vision, you be like, how did that shit work? Like when you really get
Yeah.
to believe in the Bible, you start asking real questions. Most people don't
Mm-hmm.
really read the Bible to ask questions. So I was asking questions like, how the hell did these prophets was able to write this down and critique it like this? Like, and it was mind blowing. So one day I had they call it deja vu. Like real, that was my first time ever in my life I had deja vu.
Like,
But
man,
that
you
shit,
sit right here
I
talking
really seen something before it happened. And when it happened, I realized what I had seen.
openly. Like, man,
You see what I'm
sit
saying?
up here looking at this
Yeah, that
thing.
was like a shock to me. I'm like, oh shit, I ain't really know that shit was real. It's real.
Uh-huh.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So there's so much stuff we could tap into. That's like when somebody get locked up. Man, some of the brilliant people are in behind the walls because shit, all they doing is what? Tapping into their mind. You know?
Uh-huh.
So so back then I'm pretty sure, man, with all the distractions and all the stuff that that they didn't have back then, they really tapped into their mind, especially if they was doing it for the purpose of God. And
I like
so
the
this
way
thing
you.
about that power, man, and how they was able to, put that on paper, and it's still alive today. That let you know it's way bigger than the average Joe, and that's why they're using the book to deceive us.
It's
The
more
book is
powerful
that
than the
powerful.
nuclear. It's more powerful than a nuclear bomb, brother.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that shit affected a lot of people, generations upon generations. A nuclear bomb might wipe out one generation. That
Yeah.
book, boy, wiped out some generations, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. A lot of people been sending me references to come check you out. I guess they may see some similarities. Cause I'm somewhat of a renegade to the system. Cause a lot of people won't stand up for what's really going on. I be going against the cults and the witches and the warlocks and the masons and stuff. They've been after me for so long. Cause like you saying, when you really get the stuff of that book, it shake the entire earth, and it ain't nothing to play with, and just people really lost cause they don't get to experience God. They get to read about them, and they don't get the power of the book, the actual experience and power of the book. And when you really do get that, you get to see what's really going on. And for me to see that you choosing to separate yourself from everything that they don't use to put everybody in a box with the book, I commend you on that, brother. Like, stay encouraged. I like that, man, cause that's taking a stand in itself, brother. And I'm on the same beat. Like, I'm allowing God to guide me. If it costs me my life, I'm gonna show this supernatural power that He bestowed upon me, and I'm gonna walk in that. And I'm not gonna allow nobody to teach me about it or none of that. So you're doing good, bro. Tell me about
That's
that
what's up, brother. Huh?
that Solomon, the dude all the way on the right. He supposed to be from the bloodline of Solomon, right?
All these people.
Okay, the woman, what's her name? The woman next to the bloodline of Solomon.
That's Zatu. She was on the throne before him. When she passed away, that's when Haile Selassie got on the throne. This is also her father. This is how she got on the throne. Through her father. This is Menelik II.
Okay.
Then this is his daughter.
We don't know
Now
nothing
the
about
dude up here, he the uncrowned emperor. This is his nephew. So him and Haile Selassie kind of grew up together. But he was a little hard headed. They say, like, the crown council didn't like him, so they didn't crown him. But he was king. But like I said, he didn't receive the crown to be king of kings.
Right. But that bloodline, the blessing went throughout that whole bloodline is what you illustrating with that background.
Well, it's not really. All these people come from different tribes, but the same region, East Africa.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So at the same time, like, we get caught up with the bloodline, but at the same time, these are all people who sat on the throne as King of Kings, which is connected to the throne of David. And I basically have these up here to show people the David descendants.
He not Ethiopian, the one all the way on the right?
All these from East Africa, Ethiopia.
Okay, I see what you're saying though, but they not the same.
You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't like, when you deal with East Africa, You know, like people always say African Americans don't look like Africans. But we never talk about the East Africans. You notice that? African Americans never talk about East Africans. And
they got a rich history.
Oh, the richest. And the only where the N word is heavily pronounced. You know, this is where cotton come from. So man, like so much is hidden from us when it comes to East Africa is a shame. You know, and that's why we can't join the fight. That, you know, when you talk about our revolutionaries, if they don't know about this, they can't join the fight. The British Crown owned America.
Yeah, we
can't
can't
do nothing with America. The Supreme Court, that's small when it comes to our matters.
We can't do no fighting. We too sold out, bro.
No, I ain't talking about fight with flesh and blood. I'm talking about join the fight of government, of world politics, powers and principalities. That's what I'm talking about. We ain't got no weapons.
That's what I'm talking about.
War is out for.
No, that's what I'm talking. I'm talking on that level too.
No, that's what I'm saying. But no, we'll have a lot of fight if we knew about this, brother. I promise you. See, it's stuff like this. World War I started after a black man died. See, this kind of stuff, we'd be like, well, hold up, we was all slaves. Nah, we had a black king. And all the Europeans wanted what he had. We don't know nothing about it. So you in a way you right, because the fight is taken away from us because what? We don't have a motivation. We don't have purpose. And all our revolutionaries, their purpose was to make us free in America. What about the world? Everybody else could travel the world, go here. We just want American freedom. So they have really shrunk us down and made us look at the world so small to where we only fighting for America.
And the
Man, this world is huge.
And the Most High don't think like that.
That's shit. They didn't either. These people was trading around the world.
Yeah.
Black men.
Yeah.
Oh, know nothing about
it. Yeah. Pray for the country. Pray peace for the country. Could you pray for the peace, brother?
Yeah, man, that's some bullshit, man. Fucking bullshit. You know, so like I say, that's why the fight hours, man. We ain't got. That's why I have these pictures behind me, and many people, especially if all people pass by, don't even say who them is behind you, man.
Yeah,
they'll never ask.
Oh, they jump into intellectual masturbation with the Bible and see who the smartest and know the most stuff, and when it ain't even about that, it's just how deeply rooted and connected you are, so you can tap into that power and display God and not talk them.
Yeah, demonstration. Demonstration.
Yeah, that's what separates what's really going on and people just talking.
I'm definitely gonna give you a follow, brother, man. And you calling out of Texas, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, Texas. I'm from Louisiana. I got a lot of people out there in Texas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, check me out, man. Hopefully, we can dialogue a little bit and get deeper. So, you know, I'm a little high profile, so I try to watch my mouth on here, and we could do a little dialoguing.
Okay. That'll work, brother. That'll work, man. I definitely gave you a follow, man. So definitely looking forward to it, brother.
All right, peace be upon you, bro.
All right, likewise. Peace. Yeah, man, I got a lot of family. My mama, dad from Texas. Shit, my grandpa. But well, y'all, you know, I ain't get too many contenders, you know, about their religion, you know. You know, nobody came on tonight about their religion. Nobody said, you know, Christ ain't gonna debunk the religion yet. Nobody came up and say, Christ is gonna debunk the religion, man. You know, yeah, Christ don't debunk religion, huh? Like I say, a lot of people have forgotten it, man. But I ain't got no guess, y'all. I know shit. I was on y'all last night. You know, I had the fire lit, so I was just keeping the torch lit for y'all, for those who really trying to come out of darkness, man. Those who really trying to be enlightened. Just very important to keep the torch lit, man. You know, for those pure heart, truly seeking the truth, really seeking salvation, I do got another guess.
Hi, I just want to ask you a question.
All right, peace.
Peace. So I haven't heard everything that you were speaking. I just came in on a small part about the people that's behind you.
Okay.
So do you feel like, this is a question, do you feel like that we are the gods of the earth?
I would say, in a way, definitely, we do give direction, because I don't know how I said, I kind of paused a little bit because I don't know how you look at God, because, you got some people play with the word God. Now you got the creator, which is unseen, not human, no gender, just a source of energy or whatever. That's the higher power. Now, for us,
Okay,
just gods.
I'm not talking about the source.
For us,
Okay,
man.
I'm not talking about
We
the source,
definitely.
right?
Yeah, we
Right.
talk because we the ones that influence the world.
Correct. I'm not talking about the source. I'm not talking
Yeah.
about the source. And the reason why I'm saying this, because I wanted to know who I'm talking to. Because a lot of people get me confused when I say the word God, because we put too much into the word God, and not thinking about that we are the ones that created words. In the beginning was the word. So we are the ones that created language, right? We are the ones who create the language. So God means a superior being, which means a superior being means you could put your finger on it, right? A being, you got to put your finger on a being, right? And this source, of course, you can't put your finger on this source. The source is everywhere and connected to everyone and everything. So that's the source. But God, if anybody would look in the dictionary, God means a plural, which means many, like us. We are many human beings, and there's quote unquote a superior being, which means you could put your finger on it. So that's why I was saying, a lot of people get the book, or what they call the Bible, as spookism or mystical, when it's really just plain. To me, it's just a plain simple book to me, because I mean, everybody believe in Jesus. Well, I don't believe in Jesus. I mean, that's what they say his name was. I never met him. I can't say who he is. But it says Jesus in Psalms 82:6 and in John 10:34. Jesus actually said in Psalms 82:6, have I said ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. He didn't say we were the children of God. He said we are the children of the Most High, which means the source of the gods, which are us. And a lot of people don't get that, because to me, it's so simple. If he said that ye are gods, we are the
That
gods.
scripture, though, sis.
Uh-huh.
That scripture comes from the book of Psalms.
Psalms, correct.
It says you are gods, but you would die like what?
Like men. That's right.
Okay.
Well, okay.
But that's the part we always leave out.
Okay.
Because of our ignorance.
No, listen. It says, ye are gods, and we shall die like men. So if we are the gods, we must be what? Men. We must be women and men. We gotta be men. The Most High.
But what it's saying, you're gonna die like a man.
Okay.
You're not gonna die like a god.
Okay, but okay. if ye are gods, listen
No,
to it
you
now.
you correct. Like I'm not taking away that we
Okay,
know
okay,
gods are men
okay.
and women. I'm
And,
not
and
taking
it's
away.
okay, okay,
I'm
okay.
not taking away from that. But like you said, like you're dealing with superior beings. That's
Right,
what God
right.
represents. You
Okay,
know.
and a
But
lot of
see,
people.
but see, this is what I want to tell people. You know, that's why I was talking about the givers of direction. Because the gods will be the priesthood of the world. It won't be everybody.
It won't
Everybody
be
is not a god.
that's true. That's
You see what I'm
true.
saying? And so we talk about true superior beings. These are people that give direction and influence
Okay,
to the
let
world.
me explain that too. I'm gonna get to that part too, because you said it earlier. You said it earlier to the guy you just got off the phone with. The superior beings are the superior ones, are just the kings and queens of this earth, like the ones behind you. They were the chosen ones. And people get that mixed up when they say chosen one. But I'm going to try to break it down to simple terms for people. When you're chosen to do a specific thing. Like my 6 kids, I have 6 children. My oldest daughter is chosen. She's chosen to clean up the kitchen. Why? Because she knows how to clean up the kitchen good. My son, he's chosen to be a mechanic. Why? Because I taught him how to fix on cars. That's what the word chosen means. And if everybody would just read the Bible and actually look up what the words mean in the dictionary, they would actually quite understand what the Bible is talking about. The Bible is just basically history from who we all came down from, because Elohim mean mighty ones, which quote unquote slash mean authorities, people with authority. El means the ones that has the power to give authority over the people. And a lot of people don't understand those words. And once you really read the words and then look up the dictionary, what the word is, because we are the ones that made up the language. We are the ones that make, because you got to, if anybody can remember, because this is about remembrance. Before there were words, there were pictograms. Before there were pictograms, there were numbers. Before there was numbers, there was just sound. So there was no sound in the beginning. In the beginning was the word. It came from man, God. We made up the words to the sounds,
Well,
the
no,
source, the high source.
see, I think like I get but the Bible. I was just speaking to brother with the Genesis. The beginning, the Bible is speaking from the beginning of the time of God vision.
No, 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 no,
It's
no, no.
not.
You
It's
got
not.
no, 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 no,
So,
no.
hold on, so just hear me out.
Okay, I'm gonna.
The Bible talks about a new beginning. The Bible talks about a new creation. This is what the prophets was shown. The prophets was not history teachers. So the prophets wasn't anointed to teach history. The prophets was anointed to prophesy. So the prophets that you are reading, their beginning is not the beginning that we think. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Like, that's not what the Bible is for.
Okay,
Now, we have history books, because if the Bible was history, we'll know David descendants. We don't know David descendants.
Okay, I'm gonna
Because
ask you this
why?
question.
It's not in there. The history is not there. And see, that's why a lot of people get lost there. So I get what you're saying.
Let me ask you this question. Right? I'm gonna ask you this question. It says, "In the beginning was God, and God was the Word." Right? In the beginning was God. So, if in the beginning was God and God was the Word, who was there to write all this down?
That's what I'm
Who was
saying.
there? That's my
Sis,
point.
you're looking at the wrong way.
No, no.
The
When I tell you,
prophet,
let me tell you,
listen, the
let me
prophet.
tell you my name. Let me tell you
Hold
my
on,
name. I'm listening.
sus.
I'm listening.
Slow
You
down,
keep saying about the
slow
prophet,
down.
but you can't explain it.
Sus,
If none of us was here for
you
the
can't,
creation, who was here?
can you just slow down right quick?
Okay, I am, but I want you to answer the question. If none of us was
You're not
here,
letting me answer the question because you talking.
okay, but you're not answering the question. If
I
none of
can't
us was
answer the question
here,
because you talking.
okay. What was the question? What was the question I was going to ask?
You just asked it to me.
What is it? What's the question?
Shit, you down there. You made me forget just now because I was
Okay,
trying
well
to answer the whole
let me
time.
repeat it. I'm asking you a question. If none of us, as man or gods, was here in the beginning of the word, who was here to write it down?
And this is what I was about to say. You are looking at it wrong
No, you can't tell me how I'm
because the
looking at it. You
prophets
can't.
cannot answer
My perception is different from your perception. You
can I
can't tell
answer
nobody
can I answer the
how to
question,
perceive
sis?
stuff. But don't
Can I
say
answer the
that. That's
question
not
without
right.
you
That's
interrupting
not right,
me?
though. Yes, but
Sis, I'm
that's
not
not
finna, I'm
right to
not finna
say.
keep trying to
But
talk over
that's
you on my
not
panel.
right, though, baby, to say somebody
Can
is
you
wrong.
let me
I'm not
answer
going
the
to tell
question?
you, but don't say I'm
What
wrong.
who the hell is
Don't say I'm
Molly?
wrong.
Get out of here.
You mad because of you saying that I'm wrong? You can't tell.
Get this crazy. Shit. Made me forget the question. Like, the thing I was saying, man, like, the prophets no prophet was anointed. God didn't say, hey, Moses, go teach him history. Hey, Isaiah, go teach him history. Hey, John, go prophesize about history. Nobody in the Bible was sent to what? Prophesize about history. So when the Bible speak on the beginning, it's speaking of what? The day that nobody knows. It has a beginning to it. The day when God prophecy gonna be fulfilled, it has a beginning. It have to start. And the start date of when God prophecy is gonna be the beginning. You know how you write a book? In the beginning, God book starts at the time, at the appointed time that these prophets prophesied about. The appointed feast days, the appointed days of God. This is what the Bible is about. The Bible was not written so we can know what God did in the beginning of the world. I know that's what we want. But again, the Bible was not written so we can know what God did in the beginning of the world. That's not why the Bible was written out. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot me, y'all. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. But y'all, like I say, y'all, I'm really finna get off here, man. I think after that, I think it might get crazy and crazy and crazier. So I'm I'm gonna jump off here, y'all. So look at David descendants, take a look at them good, get a screenshot. Take a look at David descendants, take a look at the men, and they even got the woman up there for you. So all you people who say the Bible debunk women, this is a woman that sat on the throne. Why a black woman don't know about this woman? Why? That she look almost like my damn mama. With that short hair, boy. Shit, if I show y'all a picture of my mama, I gotta shit. I'm gonna look identical. Shit. I almost identical. Her name is Zatu. Her name is Zatu. This is her father. Her father was King of Kings. He owned stock in America. This man right here. He died in 1913. In 1914, guess what? World War I began 6 months after his death. Europeans was after his riches. A black man, never been a slave. Never been a slave. Never went to church. Never went to school. I think they say he had about 30 million. They say he worked about 300 million. Was it three? It was. I know it might have been 30 million. This was in the early 1900s. He might have had. It was like I might be exaggerating. I don't know if it was 30 million, 300 million. He had millions. And he was a king, and he damn near had 600,000 men in his army. We know nothing about him. We don't even know how he looked. That looked like one of our uncles sitting on a tree with a 40. Talking about fuck America, man. I don't want to be in this motherfucker no more. Don't that look like that? Especially, I know in Louisiana, you can find 100 men look like this. Thousands of them. You know, and like I say, y'all, so this is up here for motivation, man. I know a lot of us are not motivated. A lot of us have been wore out. You know, you got cornrows. You got two men up here with cornrows, kings with cornrows. But they tell you somebody with cornrows don't have a mind. Again, y'all, this is motivation. This is to arouse you. This is to help you understand why you need to stand up, why you need to truly fight in these times, and why you need to what? Hear the new song, because the new song is beautiful, y'all. The new song is beautiful. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, man, I'll catch y'all on the next rip. As always, I hope the Father has circumcised y'all hearts and ears for the message. Peace and blessings. I'm out.